Hello, happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. This is the agenda for 7th and 8th grade literature for Monday, March 30th. So taking a look at the scope of the week, we will be in a whole new month starting on Wednesday on April 1st. We will cover 3 sessions this week and a short informational text for both grades. And we have a whole bunch of different optional activities, 3 planned for today, so we'll talk about those at the end of the video. We'll start off with the attendance question for today. It is, do you put your cereal in the bowl before the milk or the milk in before the cereal? So your options are milk in the bowl first or cereal in the bowl first. So I personally put cereal in first because I just feel like, I don't know, that's just the order I do it in. And if I want more cereal, I might pour it in the milk, but only after I've already eaten a bowl of cereal and I'm going for seconds. So remember, after you answer your question, you are able to click something. I don't get to see the student view. And I have set it up to where you can see the answers of your classmates. So it's kind of like a poll. So you can see what percentage or how many of your class put the milk in the bowl first versus put the cereal in the bowl first. So it'll just be kind of an interesting thing to see how your classmates answer and what the most common answer is. Next, you should check your calendar and read the assigned pages for session 5. That's the very last box here in the top right corner of the first row. So you should be, getting into your book a little bit, getting to where you're seeing the conflict a little bit more, and getting a little bit more of the action in your story. So today for our assignment, after you read session 5, you have a session 5 question, which is a Google form that you can find in the book club's topic in the classwork tab. So I did go ahead and include the video and resources in the form. That way you didn't have to have extra boxes popping up and you didn't have to, do other things. So what I did was I figured out that I can add a video at the top of the form so you can watch that to help explain the reading skills. So help you to understand what it is I'm looking for and to give you a little bit of practice before you do it on your own on your form. And I also included 3 sheets that have challenging character trait words, or just not even challenging, but just character trait words. The first one happens to be challenging. The other one is a list of words based on an easier word and then more common or difficult vocabulary that use the same word. So basically synonyms of easier words. So that way, if you didn't bring your binder home or you don't want to grab your binder, because we do have 2 sheets of character traits in there as well that are different from the ones I provided, then I do have a whole list of those in this session 5 question that you can use to help you find just the right word to describe your character. So when you're done and you've gone through and watched the video and you've looked at the character trait words, scroll all the way down and you will be able to see the 2 questions for today. What character trait would you use to describe your main characters in your book? So you could use multiple traits and multiple characters. Just make sure you make it clear in your answer what you mean. And then you're looking at the thoughts and the dialogue, which remember are spoken conversations that help to show the personality trait you listed. So the video on the previous or up in this form will explain that to you. Like, what are you looking for? How do you know a personality trait based on an action or a thought or a dialogue? And you can use that video to help explain things to you so you know exactly what it is you're answering. Okay, so after you get done with your session 5 Google question in the form, then you are assigned a new lesson in vocabulary.com. The list is for SAID, which is a very common base. It has a lot of words that use it. Again, make sure you mark this assignment here in Google Classroom as done as soon as you finish your list in vocabulary.com. It just saves me work having to go and check vocabulary.com and then check Google Classroom and make sure I have the same list of people. It'd be very helpful if you can make sure you just mark that. Plus, in Google Classroom, where you're going to see all of your assignments and things that are due, it'll just check it off. It'll tell you you're not late. It won't, remind you that you don't have it done. Okay, so as far as optional activities go today, I would like you to update your Goodreads. So it's been a week since some of you have when you followed it last week. Make sure we know what pages you're on. If you started any new books, if you finished books, make sure your list is kind of being updated so everybody's streams will have, the most updated literature. And be checking your progress towards the 2020 reading challenge. I'm a few books ahead of schedule, so I haven't been reading as much because I've been spending so much time making these videos and making the content for the online learning that I haven't really had as much time to read as I would have liked. But luckily, I put in a lot of time at the beginning of the year, so I have, I can still meet my goal and slow down a little bit on my reading. And then we have a Kahoot challenge. The Kahoot challenge is desserts from around the world. So they're going to show you pictures of all kinds of different desserts, and you're going to have to guess what the name is or maybe where it's from. I'm not sure. You'll have to check it out to figure it out. But again, make sure you put a nickname that I can recognize you by, because last week we had 2 challenges. We had How Good Is Your Memory and the Greek and Latin roots, and somebody thought it would be cute to use the little incognito symbol. They ended up getting the most accurate answer, but I don't know who they are, so congratulations, Incognito. You were the winner of the Greek and Latin Roots Challenge. And then Zaya had the best memory with 94% of the questions correct in that one. And then these were our leaderboards. We had a 3-way tie for second place with Dylan, Alyssa, and Alex. And then down here, Dylan and Abby had a tie for third place, technically. And Layla came in a second with 80%. And last thing on the optional list is I created a video revealing who our winner of the big game was last week in the 2020 Battle of the Books. So make sure you check that out in your HyperDoc. That's where you'll find the link to this one. And see which book was the winner and see how your bracket stacks up. I'll even probably have an option where you can take a picture of your bracket and submit it to me. And let me see how you did. So that's all there is in the agenda for today. I just want to remind you guys to stay healthy by staying inside. When you do have to go outside, making sure you're, disinfecting, wiping things down, washing your hands. Be helpful any way that you can. This is stressful for everyone. And just stay calm. Don't stress and worry about things that are outside of your control, and try to do your best to get done what you can get done, okay? As always, if you have any questions, email me, and I will do whatever I can to make things easier for you. All right, have a nice day.